got to keep in mind, Celina Powell is the same person who's out here talking about that Odell Beckham was out here wanting to take a shit on her chest. Is it possible? Absolutely. Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos, and welcome to another episode of He Rants. I'm your host, Felix Long Trousers. Man, if you're new to He Rants, man, I want to let you know that I'm just a regular guy just spreading news on a daily basis. I try to post daily, at least one video a day, man, just to make sure you guys stay informed, man. So if you're new to your channel, I'd muchly appreciate. I would love for you to leave a like. It definitely hits the YouTube algorithm and lets everybody know that I'm releasing pretty decent content, and also allows people to hear the voice of Long Trousers. And also, it doesn't make sense if you don't subscribe. Show your boy some love, subscribe, and make sure you hit that post notification so you can be one of the first people to hear the voice. And of course, you gotta buy the merch, man. Mofo, men offering females orgasms, because we're all so humble, which happens to be the promo code 15% off all your total order. And also love, because we love y'all so much, for free shipping. Whichever one you decide to choose, you know what I'm saying? But let's not waste no more time. Let's get right into it. The first story, we got to talk about this guy, the great leader, Future, right? So Future, the reason why he's in the news, man, he's been in the news recently. And the reason why he's been in the news, though, is because rumors have come out that he has broken up with his girl, Des Dior. I think Des Dior or something like that. I'm not sure. Doesn't really matter at the end of the day, right? So the rumors are sparked because they recently just unfollowed each other on Instagram. And you know, that's how a lot of these relationships go, right? They unfollow each other, and then before you know it, the DMs start flooding, right? Like other people, I've decided to start my voyage, right? And you know, since she's good enough for the great leader, I felt like she might be good enough for me as well. But you know, this is actually great news for us men. This is excellent news, right? Because I think we all know why this breakup happened. Let's not act like the news about Laurie, Harvey, and Michael B. Jordan did not spread some type of fury in Future. Future received the news just like everybody else, and he probably went crazy, right? Probably was talking to his girl, and then she was probably wondering, like, what's wrong? What's going on with you? And he's probably looking at her like, you're nothing like her. You'll never be her, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It probably got really, really graphic and everything. And before you know it, he was just like, you know what? I'm gonna break up. This relationship was never supposed to happen in the first place. The two leaders of the streets, right, from both factions, the women faction, Laurie Harvey, or she's moving up to be the leader at this point, and Future, the bona fide leader. You know, of course, he has his subordinates under him, you know, like the Trey Songz, the Drakes, and stuff like that. But of course, Future, he passes himself as the crowned king, right? And he's seen his mate. He's seen Laurie Harvey. Now that she's fallen upon Michael B. Jordan, one of the guys of the good guy faction. This does not bring balance to the universe. I think this is a nice segue to talking about this guy, Meek Mills, because it seems like I just love talking about this guy, man. It's like I kind of don't, but he just keeps popping up on the news. Always got to bring him up. So he's trending right now because the whole situation with Laurie Harvey, right? We're still on Laurie Harvey. You got to stay on it. She's the hot topic right now, right? So, you know, he shot his shot in somewhat in a song when he said he got Laurie Harvey on his wish list and everything, right? You know, he let out the signal. That's the bad signal right there, letting her know straight up off the rip that I want you, right? I want to insert my joint on that thing. And by him putting her on his wish list, as you can see, Christmas already passed by and he still does not have Laurie Harvey. Granted, at the same time, he made this song about 7 months ago. So, I mean, just off the strength that she still has not responded, I haven't seen any pictures of them together. I don't even think they follow each other on Instagram. So I feel like she's heard the call, but she refused to follow through, right? And in fact, I think since when he made that song, she was in a whole nother relationship. So she left that relationship, got with a whole nother guy right now. And this guy, Meek Mills, is out here arguing with DJ Academics on Clubhouse. When I tell you, is Meek Mill really taking the L by not being with Laurie Harvey? I want people to understand, just because he hasn't had her yet does not mean that it's not going to happen. Laurie Harvey is making her rounds. Right now is Michael B. Jordan. At the same time, let's be honest. If she goes from Michael B. Jordan to Meek Mills, it's a downgrade, right? at this point, we already said that Laurie Harvey is one of the gladiators of the street commission. So at this point, she's already moving up pretty fast. It'd kind of be like she'd be regressing by going with Meek Mill, right? But at this point, right, since she's so hot, maybe it's not about the quality anymore, right? It might just be off the strength of, I want to cut everything that I can. I want to go through the whole industry. I'm moving from actor to athletes, all that, moguls, all that, even the lowly types of Meek Mill. You feel me? So she might be doing her rounds, and who knows? He might get his turn before you know it. It's just a countdown to see how long will this Michael B. Jordan situation last. A lot of people is out here making fun of Meek Mill and all that, and I'm just like, listen, man, he's the same guy that said that he wanted Nicki Minaj and how attractive she was and everything, and God made it possible. You know what I'm saying? He got Nicki Minaj, and he was, even though he was known as Nicki Minaj's boyfriend, and people stopped calling him Meek Mill and everything like that, and the respect went down a little bit. At the end of the day, he still had her. He was still thrashing that joint, regardless of, no matter what anybody wants to say, he was still in the guts. This is confirmed kills. God knows how many times he cracked that joint. That's even he cracked once. That's one more time than a whole lot of other guys have. Son. So I'm not counting this guy Meek Mill out yet. He's done the impossible before, and I feel like he can do it again as long as he has Philly to support him. We got to talk about this guy T.I., man. T.I. is in the news because recently he just came out and saying that he wants another baby, right, with his girl Tiny. So I think the move right now that T.I. is trying to push, right, is that he's seen the movement of NBA YoungBoy, right? The whole thing with him and his kids at such a young age and him not pulling out, right? T.I. has been following the same measure, right? He's a part of the no pullout committee. When I tell you, there's like this warm spot in my heart when I see things like this, right? Because it's so beautiful. Because I'm just seeing these guys realizing the power that they have, right? When the dismount is unneeded, right? Because to me, like, even me, myself, right? I can't even pull out of a parking lot, right? I can't. I need somebody else to assist me, and then I get on the road after, they've already pulled out the Giant or the Kroger's or whatever grocery store area you guys are. When we pull out of the parking lot, then I take the wheel. But until then, I can't pull out, man. I'm not pulling out of anything. Excalibur, if I wanted to pull out, I can't pull out Excalibur, son. So it's just like that. And I feel like it's the way it was meant to be, right? So if he wants to have his 8th kid, man, congratulations to them, man. I want them to do it. Speaking of street gladiators, we have to talk about the girl Celina Powell. So Celina Powell, she's in the news again, and I didn't report about this when it first came out. The whole text message thing that she released with Drake, right? So she recently released some text messages that she sent to Drake and everything. She said, "Yo, I'm Celina Powell, blase blase," and people at this point already know who Celina Powell is. She's one of the street gladiators out there, one of the big time leaders of the commission. She did not move in as fast as Laurie Harvey. Laurie Harvey, she's coming. She might be a protege. She might just be. She's just great. She's just elite at it, right? Celina Powell, she's also elite, right? But she's not at the caliber of Laurie Harvey. So when you look at the text message, straight up, Drake said, "I never gave you this number. I don't know who gave you this number, and I know who you are. And at the same time, I think I'll pass. You know what I'm saying? Because I realize that you're one of the leaders of the Thought Commission, and one of my close friends and my commander in chief in future probably would not approve of this, at least at this very moment, right? Because I feel like you're trying to infiltrate our cause, right? So." Moving on, the reason why I'm bringing this story up, right? Celina Powell got a whole lot of clout off of that one scenario right there, right? She got a few more followers on TikTok and everything like that. And then now she felt like, now the clout is high. Let me bring out a little bit more information. So she reminded everybody about the allegations that she put on the guy, Offset. So she pretty much was coming out saying about, that Offset had offered her, I think, like $50,000, to do an abortion, because, he didn't want her to have his baby and blase. And, this is not the first time she said this, not about just Offset, just about any, some other dude. She said Gucci Mane, I think, who else? I can't remember. Did she say Future? I'm not sure. She said a few other people to, try to pay for abortion. So the thing about this, right? I feel like she's most likely lying, right? She's most likely lying at this point, right? She's the same guy. People got to keep in mind, Celina Powell is the same person who was out here talking about that Odell Beckham was out here wanting to take a shit on her chest. Is it possible? Absolutely. It might be a thing, right? Odell Beckham, he does some questionable things from time to time. Shitting on people's chests, like I said, when you have a certain level of money, right? The thing about this story, man, I somewhat hope some of these stories are real, right? Just off the strength of just seeing, like, people don't understand, like, if people are paying her this money to abort babies, right? I'm not all for abortions and all that. I don't like it, but just knowing that people are just out here smashing raw, it's great, it's marvelous, right? Would Celina Powell be somebody that a lot of people should smash raw? Believe it or not, I wouldn't recommend it. If you want to take your chance, maybe use a lambskin condom. I'm not sure if those are really that good at STDs. But like I said, anybody who follows me knows what I say. If you watch enough Disney Channel and everything, right, and you're a believer, High School Musical type vibes and stuff like that, right? If you're able to do all that, STDs should not affect you, right? Magic Johnson at this point, he's a big watcher of Disney, and the STD, the HIV virus has extended to great lengths with Magic Johnson. So I mean, the proof is in him. Cardi B didn't like the fact that Celina Powell was bringing this up, right? So she, they just had a whole Twitter battle and stuff like that. And I'm not going to say all the stuff that was said. I'm going to leave that in the link in the description box below. But what I see from this is that I've been telling people from the get-go that 2021, it seems like the street is making their move, right? They realize that now that the table is shaking, right? And they're trying to flip it all the way so it can be a full force assault, right? And it's become a slippery slope. Laurie, Harvey has already infiltrated the big time. And Celina Powell, she's trying to do what she can to elevate herself as well. And others will follow. This is not the end. This is just a precursor and everything, right? They're laying down the foundation, and men, it's up to us to stop this, right? Right now, we are winning when it comes to double standards, right? And the women are moving in such a strange way that these double standards will eventually become extinguished. And what will we do then? What will we do? The days of finding girls with low 10 dude body counts is going to be over. Every girl you're going to find from now on is going to have at least 50 bodies at minimum. Is that the world you want to live in? That's all the news I got to talk about today, man. If you made it this far, man, I appreciate you. Thank you for showing the support and watching it this long and everything. And I feel like if you made it this far, you have to leave a like, right? It doesn't make sense if you made it far without leaving a like. Alright? And of course, you gotta subscribe and make sure you hit that post notification. You feel me? And make sure you share this video with your friends, your buddies, and pals. Make sure everybody hears the voice of Long Trousers, because my voice is so sensual. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you gotta buy the merch, mofo. Men offering females orgasms, because we're so humble, man. And we just love to give, man. Mofo. And that's all I gotta say. Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos. And I'm out.